Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook and YouTube live weather update. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday evening. As promised yesterday, as if I could promise such, we are now on the back side of Hump Day. And of course, that means we are now looking ahead to the weekend, right? Because tomorrow morning, when you go to work, when you go to school, you're at Thursday. I don't know about you, but Thursday brings a smile to my face because I know what follows that. And everybody's happy on Friday. And here's another reason to be glad for Thursday, because it looks like it's going to signal the end of our rather long stretch that we've had under what we maybe not so affectionately call the permacloud. And that is probably a word that you won't find in any dictionary, but basically is what we term the cloud that just comes here for a long time. And if you don't believe it, check out my Facebook page, the post, if you're on my Facebook page now, the post that I put up just a few moments ago with a very rudimentary pie chart sort of detailing how cloudy this month of this January has been. Hello to you, Chris. Thanks for being here. Thanks for everybody for coming into the room. I see more and more people starting to come in now. Just to recap, 23 of the 31 days have been overcast. 23 of the 31 days have been overcast. Only, let's see, I should have broken down those numbers with me. Let me see if I can call them up here real quick. Hold on just a moment, and then we'll get right on this. You see what's on the agenda, by the way. One more dreary day, and then we're going to be warming up as well. Even actually tomorrow we're going to be warming up. Today was warmer than average. And here's the breakdown on that. 22 of 31 days, 71% of our days were overcast in the month of January. 7 of the 31, which is 23%, had between 20 and 50% of available sun. Kenny, hello to you. Thanks for being here. And only 2 had more than 50%, and both of those had 70% available sun. So we haven't had a day with more than 70% of available sunshine. And by the way, 75% or greater from the National Weather Service is considered to be mostly sunny. Of course, 100% is considered to be clear or sunny. We haven't had a day like that since December the 15th. So if it seems like it's been a long time, it has. We're going to break that spell, though, coming up pretty soon. Gail, hello to you in Portage. Marty, checking in from the Mile High City. Always appreciate seeing you, Marty. Thank you so much for being here. And then also, who do we have? Melissa, come on, sunshine. It's coming. It is. Wait till you see. I think several days of it, too. Not just like we normally get 1 or 2 here. Marlene, hello to you. Thanks for being here. Rose, from our Billings Bureau, 62 degrees in Billings, Montana. But you're in Michigan visiting right now. It's too cold. Don't ever tell your friends in Montana that you were too cold in Michigan. They'll say, come on, right? But thanks for checking in from Big Sky Country, even though you're right now in the Great Lakes state, right? Thank you so much, Rose. Appreciate it very much. Let me get moving here on this. I think I'm ready to go. Let's see. I see more people. We're getting close to 100 in the room. Appreciate that. Ryan and Jackson, the groundhog going to see a shadow. Based on the weather over there right now, I would say that's a definite. The big question is, does it matter? Except for all of those people who wear the heavy coats and the top hats in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I think this is the one day they have to live for. So I guess I'll just let them have it. Mike, hello to you in Lawton. Shannon, good evening. I did have a wonderful day, and I hope you're having a wonderful night. Lori, good evening to you. Corey, you got to 82 degrees last Friday. Get this, on the DC area on the East Coast, 82 degrees last Friday. Isn't that nuts? Hey, here's another wild weather fact. Did you know that yesterday, for a period of time, I forgot the city, I should remember it. It was in Saskatchewan, was warmer than it was in Key West, Florida. Now that is a crazy weather stat. I thought I retweeted it. I'll have to go back and look for that one. And if you saw it out there, you know which one it is, then let me know. Trudy, hello to you. Pam, I hope you have a great night as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you stay safe. Brittany, hello. Grand Junction, 40 degrees right now in Lawton. Thanks, Mike, for that. Let's get right to it, and we'll hit the weather here. There we go. We'll squeeze it back just a little bit. One more dreary day, which, by the way, is February 1st. Is that crazy? February 1st is like 2.5 hours away or something like that. And then we're going to be warming up. We say bye-bye to the permacloud. And like I said, not just for 1 or 2 days. It's going to be a while that we're going to see some sunshine. This weekend is going to be delightful. Just wait till you see it. Dan, hello to you. Chief Dan's in the house. Thanks very much. I appreciate the thanks there, Dan. And I hope you have a great evening as well. Craig, bring on the 40s. No, don't wash your car tomorrow. Come on now. You know the rule, right? I say that in jest, of course, because science does overcome those things. You can wash your car. In fact, I would say if your car is dirty because it's been such dirty driving weather lately, then yeah, wash it because you want to enjoy that clean for a while. But you could do that on Friday or Saturday and Sunday, and you're going to be getting the enjoyment of knowing that that car is going to actually be clean for a while. Melissa, we're 50 below zero 5 years ago. 5 years ago, crazy cold weather back in 2019 for sure. And now look at what we're at right now. The weather all over the place, especially this part of the world, right? Russ, good evening to you. Thanks. Sun and warmth coming, and I appreciate that. Let's get right to it here. We start off, of course, with our bus stop forecast for tomorrow. And hey, for the first time in a while, we're not talking about snow. We're not talking about bitter cold. We're not talking about dense fog. Cloudy, yes. No sunshine. That's a shame. But warmer than average temperatures. We start off in the morning at 34 degrees. Our typical low is in the teens. So we're already going to be warmer than our average high tomorrow morning at daybreak. The average high is 31. And they're heading home with cloudy skies and 44 degrees. Some better days ahead. That's for real. Hello to you, Mike. Happy hump day to you too. Rocky, good evening. Finally made it to the end of January. And I know, I'm like you, buddy. I don't believe that tomorrow is February. Crazy. Renee, hello to you. Tina in Brooklyn. Hey, thanks for checking in from Brooklyn, Michigan there in the Irish Hills. And of course, you got the big MIS Speedway there in the neighborhood. Glad for that sunshine. I agree. Shinazo, thank you for being here. And I hope you're having a great night as well. And thank you. Thanks for the compliment. Well, that's the bus stop forecast. Now let's get right to our high temperatures. What a story this tells. Friday will be 2 weeks ago. So 12 days ago is when we had that big winter storm. And behind that came that Arctic blast that lasted for 8 days. And that ended last Sunday when we were still colder than average. Then our temperatures took a big jump up. And look at this. We have now strung together 10 straight warmer than average days. 10, including today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, including today. And get this. That streak of warmer temperatures, warmer than average temperatures, is going to go to at least 17, at least. And it's likely to go well beyond that because it's going to continue to be mild. Kathy says, come on, spring. Don't get your hopes up too high there, Kathy. It is still early February. Chris, 36 there in Almena Township. Thanks for the report, and I hope you stay safe there in the median working on those cable barriers there that took a beating over the last couple of weeks. Crystal, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it, and I think a lot of folks agree with you there. Robin, good evening in Mattawan. Mattawan in the house. Thanks so much. I know you remember that winter storm very well, Chris, because you spent a lot of it in that big orange truck, right? Karen, such a warm-up. Who's going to complain? Oh, well, I'm not going to ask that. But I will say there are a lot of folks. We had a story on our newscast earlier tonight from up north. You know, the folks in Gaylord, for example, snowmobiling has just crashed. I mean, there is none. Cross-country skiing. You know, if you've never been, I forgot what the name of it is up there between Higgins Lake and Houghton Lake. Many years ago, I went up there cross-country skiing, and it is beautiful. Groomed trails there, you know, at night in the trees and the woods out there with the gentle snow falling down. But, you know, that kind of stuff is just, I mean, it's not just here where we're unseasonably warm and lacking snow. It's up north as well. Jen, hello to you. And I promise I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to hit that lunch and learn that you guys do. I promise, Jen. I promise by the end of the week, I promise I'll have a note back to you. Head out to Marshall there. I got to come up with some dates, but I can do that. Karen, hello to you in BC. Tina, loving the sunshine coming this weekend. Glad the rain finally ended. Thanks for checking in from Kalamazoo. Mert in the house. Good evening to you. You see our temperatures right now, mid to upper 30s, all quiet on live Doppler radar. And I know that probably you're going to say, like, what? He's already wrapping up? I mean, he hasn't even gone 25 or 30 minutes yet, but there just isn't that much to go over. Russell, good sign that spring is close. The root beer stand opens February 12th. I guess you could use that as a measure, right? I guess you could, but I'll tell you this. Probably if you're going to be going to the root beer stand for the next couple of months after they open even, when they put that little tray on your window, you're probably going to have that heater going full blast because it's still going to be cold. But that is a sign that everybody looks for when the root beer stand opens, right? February 12th is what they called it. All right, so we're going with our hour by hour. We start off, I'm not going to say that there won't be any sunshine in the morning because there could be some fleeting sun. There are indications that there'll be some breaks in the clouds here overnight. But I want you to watch what happens here on our hour-by-hour forecast between 7 a.m. and noon. We stop the clock right here and notice it's overcast. It's the same story. And there might even be a sprinkle or two. So this will be, by the way, day 11 of being held hostage by the permacloud. Day 11. But we're about to break free from the permacloud. Watch it take place here. Hello to you, Jonathan in Hudsonville. Always good to see you there, Jonathan. Thank you very much. Jennifer, hello to you. Corey says going to be in the minority, but I hope Phil sees a shadow. He's going to see a shadow. Oh, no, he's not going to see a shadow. It's cloudy, and it's going to be overcast there. Linda, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. Patty, great to see some sunshine. Tanya, hello. Mark, how El Nino will play out this summer. That's going to be part of our weather special that we're going to that we're working on. So we'll keep you posted on that, Mark. Put that in your ear, if you will, or put that little note in your pocket. Bring it back out. We'll have the answer for you. Desiree, hello to you. Lexi, watching from Mount Pleasant. Hello to you in Chippewa country there. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Notice tomorrow afternoon, we stay cloudy. So again, it's another day with the permacloud tomorrow. I wish I had better news. Wait a minute. I do. Watch what happens between Thursday night. We stop the clock here at 11 o'clock, and we start to see on the map here a few breaks in the clouds. There will be some drier air moving in. And so Friday morning, supposed to stop at 7, but whatever, 6:45, we start to see more breaks in the clouds. And by noontime Friday, mark it down, write it in your diary. Dear diary, Friday at noon, I am going to sit in my car, even though it's going to be 34 degrees, and I'm going to have lunch because the sun will be out. Chris, Eli turned 15 months on the 24th. That's crazy. That's crazy. Happy birthday to little Eli. Tanya saw a robin the other day. Well, they say that means something, right? So maybe that means that some spring is coming on. Let's see. Good evening from Coldwater. Jeanette, always appreciate that. Oh, yeah, we can have snow on Easter easily around here. But look at this. Look at that map. That is glorious. Friday at noon. You're welcome, Mark. And hey, ask me that again, and because I will keep you up to speed on that. We're working on the answers for that. Harper Creek in the house. Still have some snow spots in the yard, but you won't for long. Greg, thank you for checking in. Juanita, love the 40s comment. Oh, wait till you see the 7-day. You're going to love it. Paul, hello in Coldwater. Kathy, bring on the sun. And Sherry, thanks for the thanks. And hello in Belleville. Reporting in from the east side of the state there. Always appreciate seeing you, Sherry, from Belleville. Thank you. All right, on hour by hour, look at this. Tomorrow afternoon, all the way up to sunset. By the way, those days are getting longer. That's another thing working in our favor. And we're going to see lots of sunshine. Of course, as the sun goes down, lots of stars. But notice those temperatures. We're talking about maxing out tomorrow in the mid-40s. That is well above average. So this just isn't unusual in all of the sunshine as we check out the 7-day. But also look at these temperatures. And as noted earlier, 5 years ago, we were getting a piece of that polar vortex that had broken off, and it was bitterly cold here, right? Depends on the year. That's all I got to say. We're going to be in the mid-40s for Saturday and Sunday. Mid-40s with sunshine. So this is quite a run of weather that we're going to be seeing here. Folks are going to be buzzing about it, believe me, talking about it, because it's coming on the heels of such a dreary January. So we're going to start the month of February off with some sunshine and much warmer temperatures. You got the grass growing already in your yard, Ryan. Well, I wouldn't get that mower out just yet. Corey, 40s and 50s for the rest of you there in the Delmarva. Thanks for checking in. The average high 45 degrees. So you're going to be in the ballpark. Mert, we just want some sunshine. Is that too much to ask? That's what we say to Mother Nature. Corrine, hello to you. Also, Ashley in South Haven. Connie, hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Best to you and Wyatt. Tyler, are we done with the snow? I don't think so. Remember, with all the excitement about getting warmer with some sunshine, it's still only early February. This is a look at the first week of February. So I don't think so, Tyler. And right now I'm looking to see if we've got some on the longer range outlook here just to see. Tanya, saw a robin the other day. I was wondering what the Tiger Day meant. I got you. All right, I'm looking ahead here to see if we're going to have any more snow or cold. I will say this. For the next 7 days, as you see on the 7-day forecast, nothing, nada. In fact, a lot of sunshine. After tomorrow, one more day with the permacloud, and then we are breaking out into some sunshine that is going to be with us for a while. If you're a longtime West Michigander, you're going to be saying, what is this? It'll make you look at the calendar twice. By the way, typical highs in mid-40s are not until mid or even later March, mid-March anyway. So we're going to be well ahead of schedule with that. With the sunshine, it's going to be really, really crazy. Mike, the weekend is going to be nice. So when are we going to flip the switch and go back the other direction? Doesn't it seem like this winter has been that way? Of course, the switch has been mainly on warmer temperatures, right? But we did flip the switch for 8 days when we had heavy snow and brutal, well, very cold. I would call it frigid or even brutally cold. I remember seeing wind chills in Hastings and Coldwater, I believe, around -22 to -24. That's brutal in my book. And so we had that for 8 days, but then boom, it flips. And now 10 straight days of warmer than average temperatures. And we're looking at least 7, 8, maybe even 10 more. So I would say all the way until, at least until Valentine's Day. At least until Valentine's Day, I think we're going to continue to be warmer than average. Now, remember, when we get past 7, 8 days, I don't trust this. You got to watch it. You got to keep watching. So when we're talking about 10, 11, 12, 13 days out, stay tuned on that. But the way it looks right now, we're going to get a little colder again by about the 11th or the 12th. But I'm talking about maybe seasonably cold. As far as an Arctic outbreak or an Arctic chill like we just came off of about a week and a half ago, I just don't see that working its way all the way down to about Valentine's Day. So we'll keep checking on that every day here on Facebook Live, of course, just to see if and when that might change. Let's see, Sharon, hello to you from Lansing. Thanks for checking in from the state capitol there. Appreciate it. Tammy, hello. Ryan, Ashley, ready for some vitamin D, the natural kind, right? Yay, sunshine. Christina, you can believe it. Take it to the bank. Now, it's not tomorrow. We're talking about Friday. But, boy, once we hit Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, I mean, seriously, I think I can already hear some people grilling out because that's what we do around here when it gets to be in the 40s. Let's see. Corey, yeah, hoping for another round of snow. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. They're on the East Coast like that, at least on the Mid-East there. Tyler. Ready to go to the races. Oh, okay. Well, that's still going to take a little while, but we're getting closer to it. Carolyn Sturgis, thanks for the thanks. Sandy, winter isn't over yet. Listen, Sandy, that's the thought of the day there. I don't care what the next week looks like or feels like. It's still going to be early February, and we still got a ways to go. But for those who are not cold and snow fans, I know there are a lot of you who are. But those who are not, every day that we put down, like this 7-day shows, that's another day where we're getting closer to that late April and into May, where it's like old man winter is on the mat. He is on the mat, and he's about out. Michelle, I'm glad you like it. Thanks for checking in. Kathy and Sturgis, hello. Why are the storms from the Northeast colder than the Northwest? Well, Jeanette, that's not always the case. But I will say this. The Northeast wind usually brings in drier air. And so it usually clears out the sky a little bit more, and that could lead to some colder nights. But otherwise, it's really sort of storm dependent. We can get some real zingers there on the northwest wind as well. That's a good question, Jeanette. It certainly is different in the way that it affects our weather. A northwest wind is typically going to be coming with considerable cloud cover. A northeast wind oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes brings drier air with it, and that usually will allow us for some clearing. And would break up the permacloud, for example. Mike, watching for the Red Wings game. Hey, thanks, and go Wings, right? Go Red Wings, Mike. Thanks for checking in, by the way. I appreciate it. Cindy, quite a few robins. Well, it's warmer out there, so I don't know if they're fooled by it. Michelle, loving the forecast. Chris, the longer you stay out of the orange truck, the better. That's for sure. Ashley, icebreaker in South Haven this weekend. It's great weather. It's going to be a little warm. But you know what? I went there, I believe it was 2 years ago. It was so cold, but it was so great. Highly recommend the Icebreaker Festival in South Haven. But you know those beautiful, wonderful ice carvings they're not going to last as long when it's 45 degrees. So it's going to be great in that it's sunny and mild, and it's going to be, not too bad to be walking around. You don't feel like your ears are going to fall off, or you're wearing everything that you own in the closet. But by the same token, that ice is going to be melting a little bit. Still have March to go. That's right, Jeanette. We're not down to the end of this road yet. Sue, hello. Alicia, hello. Renee, can't wait for the sun. Michelle, seasonal depression. Oh, if you've got seasonal depression and the clouds have been getting you down, listen, just get through tomorrow. Just get through tomorrow. I'm telling you, I think all of us are going to spend some time just sitting out in a parking lot in the car on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just enjoying the sunshine. Enjoying the sunshine, right? You can tell when you're in West Michigan when that's your response. Russell headed to Lakeland on the 16th. Okay. And if you're going to be back on the 24th. I was going to say, if you're sticking down there a little while, right? Pitchers and catchers reporting down there to the Tigers camp. So we'll have to see whenever that comes about, right? Ryan, hearing the birds. Jeanette, thanks for the thanks. And Hartford Speedway season. Chris, I'm going to make it there this year. I promise, at least once. So, I mean, hold me to it, and I promise. I'll have to put something on it, I'll put an ice chest with some stuff in there that I'll have to give you if I don't make it. But for real, Mike, thanks for the thanks, and Corey. Fall that peaks in November in Virginia. Oh, I see. I got you. All right, Michelle, going to be outside with the sun. I think a lot of folks are. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I know we didn't really have a lot to cover, but remember, when I don't have a lot to cover, that's because the weather is being pretty friendly to us, and that means good for commuting. By the way, commuting tomorrow, excellent. The roads are good. There's going to be nothing really of significance coming down from the sky, and there's not going to be any of that pesky fog. I don't know about you, but I was getting tired of dealing with the fog, so that's not going to be an issue as well. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it so much. I'll be live at 10 on ARC West Michigan, live at 11 on News Channel 3. My good friend Jeff Porter will be here in the morning with live updates from 4:30 to 9 a.m. He's got you again at noon. I'm back at 5, 5:30, and 6 on News Channel 3. Then we'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night, and that will be at 9 o'clock. Hope to see you there. And don't forget, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word, and also on Facebook at WWMT's Keith Thompson, and on YouTube as well at Weatherman Keith. I put forecasts up there from time to time as well. Ashley, the days are getting a lot longer. I'll have to put up a graphic on that to show just how much we've gained over the last month and 2 weeks, so about a month and a half almost, since we hit, a month and a week, so we'll call it 5 weeks or so, since we hit the solstice, right? The winter solstice. We're working our way back up to the vernal equinox. I had that graphic on there earlier today. I believe it was 48 days. Is that what it is? Until we get to the vernal equinox. I think that's what it is. Something like that. 48, 53 days. Let me see. I think I might have written it down here somewhere. I can't find it right now, but I put that up. I posted it on my Facebook page, so you can check that out there. Good night to you, Corey. Yeah. Well, I agree with you. Chris, I agree with you. I did bring it upstairs to my peeps. When I say upstairs, that's where the important peeps are. We'll work it out. Okay, we'll work something out. But for real, put me in touch with your peeps there, and we'll work it out. Good night to you, Alicia. Thanks so much, William. Hello to you in Kalamazoo. Cody again from GR. Thank you so much. And yeah, Ashley, those days are getting longer. Actually, pretty fast right now. Those days are really starting to get longer. Okay, everybody, thanks again for being here. If I don't catch up with you tonight, get some good rest. Let's hit it hard tomorrow. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. So we'll bust through Thursday, and then we'll be knocking on Friday's door. And, of course, that'll be the weekend just ahead. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for being here.